I have some things here that I got recently, and these are some movies and CDs that I've already opened. Because I'm gonna be real, it's just the fact is that someone gave these to me, and they were already opened, and I was like, do I really want to turn this into a video? Do I? I said, you know what? I should just turn them into a video. So I have about 5 CDs and a couple movies. So let's start with the movies. First up, a Disney classic, Good Morning Vietnam, with I don't know if you know this guy. He's kind of a unknown comedian, Ron Williams. No, he's a genius. I love Ron Williams. Right here, here's another one of his classics, which are now both. This is 20th Century Fox Touchstone. Touchstone is like a banner that Disney uses to release more mature movies, which this definitely is. And 20th Century Fox is Mrs. Doubtfire's. So, and Disney now owns 20th Century Fox. Here's my thing about this movie. I'm afraid this movie is out of print, so I was glad he gave it to me because is this going to be around much longer? Probably not. Disney probably isn't going to reprint this. They're taking a lot of Fox movies out of print and Disney movies, putting them out of print, not putting them back in print. And that's just not okay with me. And, you know, I like this movie. It's a funny movie. It's a smart movie. We did a podcast on my main channel, Kabam Studios, where I referenced this movie. It's called Steven Spielberg Sucks Podcast, and it's not actually about how Steven Spielberg sucks. Side note, I did get wrong in that video that AI, artificial intelligence, is a Stanley Kubrick film. Of course, it's not. But you know, there is a whole backstory about like how it was supposed to be directed by him, and Steven Spielberg directed by him. But I just, I thought he directed part of it, and I guess I was wrong. And some guy flipped out at me about it in the comments. I'm not a flawless person. I try to be, but even the tallest of men fall. So sorry, but yeah, I like this movie. Good movie. If you see this movie out in the wild somewhere, grab it because again, these Disney movies, these Fox titles, these Touchstone Picture titles, who knows how much longer they'll be around anymore? And this is a classic. I love Ron Williams. I have his stand-up album here, Live at the Met, which I actually bought off of Amazon for $3. Really good CD, and one of the few CDs that I actually have got through the mail that has not cracked. So, I love that album. Such a funny album. Then, he didn't want this either. So, I love Hanna-Barbera. I love Scooby-Doo. I love all kinds of that stuff. Flintstones is one of my favorite shows ever. Magilla Gorilla, the complete series, is the Diamond Collection. I'm gonna be real, I don't have any of these Diamond Collections because, we got Johnny Quest, Scooby-Doo on Blu-ray, Jetsons on Blu-ray, Flintstones is now coming to Blu-ray. So for when I look at things like this, it seems like a waste of money because it may just end up on Blu-ray and I may end up rebuying it. But since he gave it to me, I don't really care. It's a 3-disc set. So you got disc 1, which has Magilla. It's been a while since I've actually seen the show. I used to watch it on Boomerang when I was very young. Disc 2 has a little girl. I think it's Penny, right? I don't remember. And then you got the owner of the shop. Or is it Mr. McGee? I can't remember. It's been a while. I could be wrong about all these names. But, yeah. I guess it'll be nice to revisit this show because I love Hanna-Barbera and I will definitely be doing that soon. It's weird how they put 23 episodes on 3-disc. It's a little weird to me, but they had to stack them. And what these are is basically, Hanna-Barbera actually put out these shows like this before and they were charging a more expensive price point. This was basically an attempt to make them cheaper or manufacture them cheaper, have them in the hands of collectors and be cheaper deals. So this was originally $13 or something like that in the store. And so when you buy this, it has everything in the slim little case instead of like a big box set. And there was a lot of issues with those sets. They came with scratch disc or disc that had problems playing episodes. There was all kinds of manufacturing issues. So it was this easier way to manufacture the disc. But yeah, it is very weird. So that's it for the movies. So if you don't want to see me talk about a bunch of movies, click off now. So let's start with the stuff I have the least to say about. Duran Duran Rio. This is the album that Hungry Like a Wolf came from. You know, I'm on the hunt down after you, 'cause I'm hungry like a wolf, or whatever how the song goes. I'm forgetting, but you know, great song. And so yeah, this album, he's like, here, you can just have it. I don't want it. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that from you because I like that song. I don't really know any of the other music, so I'll have to check them out. Fleetwood Mac, greatest hits. He also gave this to me. This has Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. You know, I'm not. Here's the thing. Fleetwood Mac is a great band, very important band. Not a huge fan of them myself. It's kind of the same thing with the Rolling Stones, except I like the Rolling Stones, but I just don't love them like everybody else does. Great band, important in music history. I will always say their music is great. I will probably own all their albums one day, but if you ask me, do you want to sit down and listen to the Rolling Stones right now or Fleetwood Mac? I would tell you no. If you ask me what I want to listen to, I have a lot of choices, but you know, you get the point. It's like they wouldn't be my first choice. I wouldn't be like, if I went to a party and someone's playing Fleetwood Mac or something, like a classic rock theme party, and he's like, yeah, you know, and I wouldn't be like against listening to it. I get, you know, I guess that's the point here. So, I love Elvis. I believe I can't remember if this is, I think, I'm going to pre-order that Entertainment Earth Funko Pop exclusive, the reprinting Elvis Pops, which I'm super excited about. But a while ago, I got this Elvis country music album. Elvis did country for a while, which was great. I love Elvis. And I like that album. So, this is Elvis, the Ultimate Gospel Collection. My friend was a very big Elvis fan for a while, and then he just kind of went, no, I'm done with Elvis. Look, Elvis, I love Elvis. I still love him. Always will love him. One of the most important artists to ever live. However, I don't tend to like gospel, but I will keep it just because I'm Elvis and I like Elvis. And then saying I don't really like gospel that much music, it's not that I like... It's not that I don't like it, it's just I don't tend to listen to it. So I actually haven't heard a lot of the tracks on there, so maybe I need to actually sit down and do that. Maybe I'll love them, but... Because I don't tend to like country either, and then you get Elvis doing country, and I love it. So, alright. So these are the big ones that my friend gave me. So let me go get it. Where is it? I reviewed Kiss Destroyer on my main channel. Love this album. I got this on vinyl. Went to see them in concert. It was, I think a couple days ago, I was actually wearing one of the t-shirts in my video that I got at the concert of Kiss. So he's like, here, do you want the Kiss Greatest Hits CD? Like you even have to ask. It's Kiss. I will take your Kiss and I will listen to it, okay? Because let me tell you something, people. Kiss is where it's at. That was my Paul Stanley impression. But, you know, this has God Gave Rock and Roll to You on here, which is, you know, that song from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey here at the end. God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you. And put it in the souls of everyone. So good, so good. I love Kiss. And you're welcome for that. You're welcome. And then we got my boy Bruce. Yes, Springsteen's greatest hits. Because you need more Springsteen in your life. Okay, but there is one very, very sad thing about this. There is no Promised Land on here, which is my favorite Bruce Springsteen song. And it's like, greatest hits and no Promised Land on here? How is that possible? I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe it is one of his actual greatest hits. But still, it feels like it is. So good, so good, so good. If you have not listened to that song, go do that. But, you know, it's got some of my favorites like Thunder Road, Born to Run, Hungry Heart, Dancing in the Dark, Born in the USA, Born down in a dead man's town. First kick I took is when I hit the ground. End up like a dog, that's what be too much. That song is so good. I'm sorry, you're welcome for that. That was very aggressive. I feel like I was a little too mean there. My Hometown, you know, love that one too. Brilliant Disguise, love that one. Human Touch, Secret Garden. They have This Hard Land. You have This Hard Land, and you don't have Promised Land. You're bringing shame to me. You bring shame to all of me and your whole family. You bring shame upon you, whoever picked this track for this album. I will still gladly listen to it though. If you can't tell, I love Bruce Springsteen, but I love all of his songs. You know, I have a very large CD collection now. I'm actually looking at it here, and, you know, at the start of this year, my CD collection was not even big enough to fill up an entire shelf. I think if I get about 6 or something more CDs, maybe more, I should have this whole shelf filled up with CDs, which I honestly would like because it just looks nice the way it is. You know, I guess I'll just show you my CD collection. Metallica, Justice for All. Oh Brother Out There. It's the soundtrack to the movie, which is a great Coen Brothers film and a great soundtrack to the film. Here, let me move these things. I keep these down here. This is like a party wagon Ninja Turtles van, and then the little cool DeLorean. I like to keep them there just for the kind of cool display aspect. I think it looks nice like that. Billy Joel, The Stranger, one of his best albums. Billy Joel, Glass Houses, another one of his best albums. The Doobie Brothers' Greatest Hits, one of his best albums. I love the Doobie Brothers, but you know, these if you haven't heard these albums, they're fantastic. I'm just saying. The Essential Electric Light Orchestra Collection, love Electric Light Orchestra, is not given enough respect. My favorite singer, if you want a singer that can make me cry just with his voice, Frank Sinatra. Ultimate Frank Sinatra Collection, love the man. The Best of Kansas, I really just got this for Carry On My Wayward Son. There'll be peace when you are done. The original Aladdin soundtrack, the only good one. Sorry, I cannot do with those Disney remakes. Bob Seger's Greatest Hits. Love Bob Seger. Just take those old records off the shelf. I wouldn't even sit and listen to them by myself. It's amazing. Music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. We got Will Smith's Big Willie Style. Smash Mouth, their first album, which is titled Smash Mouth. Go figure. The Who Icon Collection. Cat Stevens Icon Collection. Whoop, I almost dropped that. Poison's Icon Collection. Grand Funk Railroad Icon Collection. The Stevie Miller Band's Greatest Hits, 1974 to 1978. I actually saw them in concert, and they played all those songs in concert, which was fantastic. I got to go to, I went down to LA and saw them in concert. It was great. Elvis Ultimate Gospel Collection, Elvis Country. Again, you just saw that. But Jimi Hendrix, Live at Woodstock. Love Jimi Hendrix and any more of his albums. Johnny Horton's Greatest Hits. I don't even know why I have this. I guess I like his music a little bit, but I don't know. Kiss's Greatest Hits, of course. You just saw that. Jonah Jett and the Blackhearts' Greatest Hits. Because I don't give a darn about my bad reputation. Because we gotta be nice to those YouTube censors there. Bruce Springsteen's greatest hits. Ron Williams live at the Met. Again, you just saw those. Again, you saw Duran Rio. Man, why do they have such a weird name? Fleetwood Mac's greatest hits. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Mix Volume 1, the music from the animated series, which I am not a fan of, but the music is good, so, you know. The Doors' first album, which is titled The Doors. The Very Best of Jim Croce. Because bad, Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole darn town. Because again, you gotta be nice to those YouTube censors. Nirvana, Children Look Away, Never Mind. Weird Al Yankovic, Off the Deep End. Pierce His Soul, just a collection of soul music, because you gotta love soul music. And then we got Tupac's greatest hits, because it's Tupac, why not? And my favorite album of all time, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John, my favorite music artist ever to live. So, yeah, that's my CD collection. I don't know how many I have here. I'm not even going to count it out. But yeah, cool beans. You like this? Want to see more of my CDs? Cool.